So I'm fitting the old wheels back on. This is a spare off my S4. I still got to get it refinished, but I got to tell you something. Yeah, these wheels, they're not bad wheels. They weigh absolutely nothing, too, by the way. They were very expensive. The guy did spend a lot of money on them. Spent like $3,500 on these wheels. I think is absolutely insane. But they are like paper. They're extremely lightweight forged, good quality wheel. Going to sell them. This wheel has to be refinished, just waiting. I have another set that I have. This is the spare from the S4. I'm going to have that refinished also. But I don't know, I just think that's just a cleaner looking wheel. That's the 18 also off the B6. So it's got the sharper Avus to it. But I think that's a better looking wheel. I really do. I think a lot of guys, especially with S6s, they love to ruin them and try to modernize them in some way, shape, or form. They love to tint the windows on them. It looks stupid. Looks like a hearse. Just keep it stock. This green tint is just beautiful in certain lighting. It really does make a really good effect to it. Especially this particular car having the silver leather. I call it white leather interior. It really looks nice. Especially even with the windows up and the sun. Does that work? Or I got the button on? Yeah, I think I got the button on. But I don't know. Just kind of keep them stock. Don't make them look stupid. I was on the Facebook forum. This guy's like, oh, how do I get some aftermarket headlights? Those things look so ghetto. Stop putting cheap crap on your cars. It really looks stupid. You got to OEM plus it. Look, these wheels, like I say, they're not a bad wheel. It's just that. I'd rather just go back to the stock look to this thing. Just put the antenna on. It was broken. Got another one. And you know what? A lot of people are like, oh, I can't find parts. You guys are stupid. Look on eBay, especially German eBay, British eBay, UK. There's a lot of good stuff on there. There really is. But this is definitely going to look better, especially with fresh Avus wheels, fully painted the way they should be. They go really make a difference. I haven't even detailed this car yet. I haven't had any time. But I did want to see if the wheels, because he's got some crazy setup on here, I wanted to make sure that they were going to fit the stocks back, because you never know. The offset could have been different. I don't know. I really wanted to make sure I'm driving around, because he's got these weird bolts that go into these particular wheels, so I had to use my Q3 stock bolts to see. Also, I could, of course, use the S4 and then buy another set of lug nuts if I have to. There we go. So it's actually a really nice day, too. So, definitely 72, that's it? Really? Yeah, you could throw on the AC. It's kind of warm. But this car does run very well. What are we up to, 94,000 miles? Probably, you know what, for me, I don't really going to drive this car much, so we'll definitely have a nice life to it, Anyway, follow the playlist, more stuff on this S6, as soon as I get around to it. I've been kind of procrastinating on this car, and I am going to for a little bit longer, actually, and throw a car cover on this thing. Just kind of like forget about it, because just don't have time for this one, and it really doesn't need anything. That's the good thing. Actually, I just got to fix the headliner in the back. So, headliner's got to get fixed. And that shouldn't be, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Just the back part, of course. I have to do that. And just basically switch the wheels. This thing is kind of like a great car in a sense. It really doesn't need anything. So, that's one of the things. And it needs a really good detail. That's what this car needs. It needs a really, really good detail to really make it pop. And what I will do is I will actually gonna do like a clay bar in this bad boy, all that kind of stuff, just kind of bring it back to a good look. Take off the wheels, cleaning the wheel wells, all that kind of stuff. Engine's in good shape. Do something with this plate. I don't like the way it sits. I want it to be a lot more flush. Maybe I'll pull it down a little bit. And I do want to do some daytime running lights for city lights, actually, from Europe. And you know what's cool? These are US spec. I like actually US spec lenses, because I do like the yellows in them. I truly do. This also has the cutouts for the city lights, though, and put the yellow high beam bulbs in there. And I like it because it matches my temporary plate. Other thing I want to do, which is kind of strange, which I don't know, I would think this car's supposed to have it. I want to put the purple tint on here because it does have the solar roof. Solar roof does work. It's kind of odd that it doesn't have it. Maybe at one time this thing was replaced, this windshield. I mean, it's a possibility. It's a 1-year-old car. Why not? And that's really it. You know, there's not really much I really want to do to this thing. I just want to keep it looking good. And just such a beautiful car. I love looking at it.